I get away.
Hey yo, what's going on guys? We're gonna make this one pretty short, but it's been requested a few times to make a movement only video, and we're gonna do that today. There's no real secret to the way I move or how other Valks move on this class. It's more of just like combined methods put into one smooth motion. So we're gonna be going over some of that stuff today. Hopefully you guys like it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, so this first one we're gonna go over is one you've seen time and time again, the Echo Walk. So my Heaven's Echo is bound to my 3. All I do, hold Q, hold space. So your character does this, and then spam the button that your Heaven's Echo is bound to. The faster you press it, the faster you'll go in most cases. This next one here I went over in the guide, but it's very similar to the Echo Walk, not as spammable, but you can still do it in the same fashion. It goes left click, space, Q. It's usually used to reposition in a quick situation where you feel like you might be getting CC'd soon, or just to reposition to fake out your opponent. It's good for either or, but this and the Echo Walk both have the same effect. On the same note of the left click space Q and the Echo Walk, you can also do a single echo tap, which starts by tapping your Heaven's Echo button, just like so. Just tap whatever button it's on, then space Q. So it's kind of like a reverse motion of the Echo Walk, like starting that. You're just tapping 3, or whatever your Heaven's Echo is bound to, in my case it's 3. Tap 3, space Q. And it's also a good reposition technique. One thing I would also highly suggest practicing, although it doesn't have too much to do with movement, is the AD right click, S left click. So just spamming this and getting used to spamming this, and then adding shield throw in. It's good for PvE, but it's just also a good warm up for getting ready to, I don't know, maybe do some PvP or whatever you're gonna do. It's a good warm up, and it's a good way to get familiar with actually using the AD right click and pre-awaken, because it's a very short iframe. Although it doesn't seem like it, it's a very short iframe. In the frame where she's letting out shadows behind her, that's the iframe point. This is one that I've been getting a lot of questions about recently, and no, I'm not the person who discovered this method of moving. I'm not exactly sure who is, but the person who showed it to me was Bloodpaw, Palpaw in EU, family name. Basically, there's 2 ways of doing it. There's the shorter method, which helps you move quicker, and there's the slightly longer method, which is a little more stamina efficient, although it's supposed to be quote-unquote 0 stamina movement. Basically, you sit in Awakened Guard. It starts from Awakened Guard. You C-swap, left click space, and then from here you can either do W left click to proc a just counter, or you can press space again. The shortened version looks like this. The extended version that I usually do looks like this, and this is adding the W left click for the just counter proc. From which you can see, it doesn't take any SP, which is our like mana bar essentially. It barely takes any stamina. The only difference I've noticed between the 2 of these is that the shortened version takes a little more stamina because you're doing the promptness a lot quicker. Basically, from Awakened Guard, you're C-swapping to activate that animation, left click space, and you gotta make sure to hold those 2 at the same time. As soon as you do that jump animation, you can either spacebar again, or you can do the just counter version of it. After that, you spacebar, then Q. You have to make sure you tap Q at the end of either or, so you can then get back into Awakened Guard and quote-unquote reset the entire animation. One that I've talked about before and that I'll quickly go over again is the Divine Slam Shield Chase to get either a side or behind your opponent. Basically involves Divine Slam, Promptness, then turn your camera and Shield Chase is the entire method of doing it. Once again, looks like this: Divine Slam, Promptness, turn your camera, Shield Chase. And from here you can either mix it up and add in like an Echo Walk or whatever you want to do. Another one that might come in handy is sitting in Awakened Guard, Deathline Chase backwards, so this direction. But before you get back into your pre-awakened guard, where it locks you like this, you use Ultimate Righteous Charge, since it allows you to use this during certain situations, quote unquote. It allows you to use Righteous Charge and then instantly go into a Shield Chase for the frontal guard. So the only time during that entire animation when you're unprotected is the Righteous Charge, because this should be frontal guard, the Deathline Chase back. This should be a frontal guard. So Deathline Chase back, Righteous Charge forward, and then hold W and add shift, and that'll allow you to hit a Shield Chase forward as well. By this point you might have already noticed that I have mouse movements on. There's 3 abilities in the kit as far as I know that allow you to use mouse movements that actually make sense to use. You can use Shining Dash, you can use Hasty, and you can use the Righteous Charge. All 3 of those have their own mouse movement uses, I guess. Main thing you might want to use the Hasty for is like disengaging. So you can actually turn your Hasty by keeping eyes on the enemy, or still keeping eyes on the enemy. Same thing with the Shining Dash. Shining Dash is kind of odd though, because when you cast Shining Dash and you mouse move it whatever direction you initially casted Shining Dash in, you should still have frontal guard. So if I cast Shining Dash this way but I mouse move it backwards, I should still have frontal guard while moving backwards. Kind of similar to how the warrior uses Shield Charge, or whatever that ability is called, the W right click and pre-awaken while they're guarding. And they turn their camera really quickly so they can get that backwards movement with the forward guard. Looks like this. And there's a bunch of different ways to do it. You could meme around on it however you like, but it's mainly just to get out, or whatever you want to do with it, like chasing target or whatever you're doing. Cool, so I think that's mostly everything. My movement really is just very simple combinations of those couple things we've already talked about. Maybe it's like backdash, deathline, Righteous Charge forward, Shield Chase, and then whatever else I want to do. But that's usually like an engagement from me, or like there's a bunch of different stuff you could do. Just combine all these little things in different orders, mess around with them, and see how you like, how you'd like to base your movement around this class, because there's plenty of different ways to do it. There's so many different ways to do it. There's no one right way and there's no wrong way. It's all it's like puzzle pieces. Put them together, play with it how you like. But regardless, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a great night. Definitely tune into the streams Thursday through Sunday during the week, starting at 1 p.m. PST usually. And hopefully more videos soon. Maybe a large scale guide, maybe, I don't know, random stuff like a costume preference guide, things that I like, who knows. But regardless, see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.